Yeah, well...
so what's your name again?
Andrew Firestone.
And you're here in support of Palestine with the rally?
Yeah, I mean, the struggle for Palestinian liberation is also an environmental struggle. This sign has to do with, I didn't make this sign, but this sign has to do with the ways in which neocolonialism in Israel-Palestine, as promoted by the Israeli government, deprives the Palestinian people of natural resources like water. 95% of the water in Gaza is undrinkable. It's unfit for human consumption. In the West Bank, Israeli settlers consume 6 times the amount of water as Palestinians who are indigenous to that land. So when we're talking about environmental justice, we take for granted in New York City that any tap that you turn on is drinkable water, right? New York City has some of the cleanest tap water in the world. The fact of the matter is that Palestinians cannot consume their own clean water because the Israeli government consumes that and directs it towards their own people. So that's a basic injustice in terms of the environment. But if you're thinking about the military-industrial complex in Israel, the use of genotoxic chemical agents over the last 5 or 6 years has not only polluted the soil in Palestine and in Gaza in particular, but it's infected Palestinians in Gaza with cancer. White phosphorus is a highly toxic chemical agent that has been used in bombs dating back to the winter of 2008-2009. So environmental justice has to do with natural resources, but it also has to do with pollution. A lot of people are here to talk about pollution, and part of that conversation has to do with critiquing the use of chemical agents by the Israeli military against innocent civilians in Gaza and also in the West Bank. So I'm here today to try and, with everyone else here, redirect the conversation back to the ways in which the Israeli occupation is not only killing and displacing Palestinian people, but it's also polluting the soil, and future generations are going to be infected by the occupation through the soil.
And you were carrying signs about genocide. You would call it a genocide?
Yeah, I mean, what we've seen this summer and in the recent past is the indiscriminate killing of civilians, right? So when we're talking about the 11th most powerful military in the world, firing 49,000 artillery shells on the people of Gaza this summer, 6,000 airstrikes, 6 kilotons of weapons were dropped on Gaza this summer. So yes, that's the indiscriminate killing of civilian population, and what we call that is collective punishment. So wrapped up in the definition of genocide for me is collective punishment against the whole population. And the rhetoric of counterterrorism is incomplete, it's racist, it's dehumanizing, and it's absolutely a farce and should be dismissed and critiqued and rejected. And anybody who promotes a notion that counterterrorism accounts for this summer's military operations is in denial that Israel is promoting a racist genocide regime in Palestine.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.